go deep. Okay, it's good. With you. Di prende. Guarda che tutto no. Lontano, lontano. Più lontano. Vai. Oh, no.
So now we're going to have a learning curve just to open up a door. This seems like such a useless feature. I don't know why this is important.
Many new cars have this feature that I'm going to call the Eye of Sauron. This is a driver monitor system that watches your eyes to see what you're looking at if you're paying attention, all of that. To make things even worse, you can't truly fully disable this. You can disable some of the warnings, but it'll always be watching you. You pair that with the fact that the automakers also have your GPS coordinates at all times. And now you can see why I call this the Eye of Sauron. They're always watching. And finally, this version's very easy to see, but automakers are looking to maybe put some driver monitors up in this area, hide it in the dash, maybe somewhere on the steering wheel. In the future, you won't be able to tell that your car has it, so maybe it's time to buy an old car.
Regardless of what clips we see after this, there's nothing more invasive. You do not think that the insurance companies are going to get hold of this and pay for this information. This is just next level nuts.
I got quoted $500 to fix my stupid sun visor. You know why they said it was $500? Let me tell you. Because of parts. I found a replacement on Amazon for $50. About to watch probably like 2 TikToks, maybe a YouTube video. I'm going to replace this. Oh my God. Who did that? Me.
This is the exact clip that got me going down this rabbit hole with this video today. I bought a brand new car 2 years later. The sun visor broke. The dealership told me it would cost me $400 and something. I bought a brand new visor for $25, installed it myself.
Automakers are taking Apple CarPlay and Android Auto away from you because you love it. General Motors, that Chevy Buick Cadillac, is eliminating both services in all models by 2028. But why would GM do that when 90% of drivers say CarPlay is important to them? Because if you use your phone for navigation and music, they can't charge you for those. Trial periods turned into subscriptions, navigation, satellite radio, hell, even heated seats is the new model. And to top it all off, GM is partnering with Google to provide their infotainment, meaning you'll have to create an account, sell them your data, and get targeted with ads. Ads from your car. Oh, and you're financed for the next 6 years. Enjoy.
Yes, he said a subscription for heated seats. There's a lot of car companies that are doing this. Be honest down in the comments. Are there subscriptions for a trial basis that they give you then take away after?
2026 Explorer, 220 miles on it. Oh yeah, baby, nothing lasts forever.
Okay, 2025 Jeep Wagoneer. We're currently in drive, coming to a stop sign. We're gonna come to a complete stop. And then, yep, there it went. Completely shuts off. I was in drive, didn't even put the car in park, completely shuts off, and I have to redo it. And then it throws, usually it'll say like power steering. Yep, there it is, right there. If anybody knows what this is, let me know.
In a clip previous with the 2026 Explorer, these are not isolated incidents. A brand new car. Her car is from this date of this video, a year old, 2025. It's stopping in the middle of the street, just turning off. Like this isn't a hazard.
So here's my new WRX. I absolutely love it. Everything about it, the shifter, the manual handbrake, everything about it I just love. Except for this screen right here. It is absolutely horrendous. Like switching between different things, it's just so slow. And then if you want to go into the climate control system, it's just, you have to click here and then you have to find what you want. It takes forever to find, and then like some of the times the buttons don't just work, and then you have to, the only thing that you can control is the front defroster and then the side and rear defroster and the temperature. Everything else you have to click into here and find what you want. Thankfully they did update it to have this right here so you can do the seat warmers at all times, but it would be so much cleaner if this was just like buttons down here.
How are these screens this big that you have to constantly play with safe on any other level? What happened to simple dials and buttons?
So I just found out that my vehicle has been sending my driving data to my insurance company. Without my consent, by the way. Now, General Motors has been sued for this and lost, but I drive a Ford. And I'm going to show you how to turn this off in your vehicle if you drive an F-150 like I do. So if you drive a Ford F-150 and you have this screen, you go to your settings, and then you hit connectivity, right? And then connected vehicle features, you want to hit that. And then right down here, share driving data. This is where they collect all your driving data, your habits and everything else, and share it with whoever. Mainly your insurance company, so they can charge you more money. Turn that off.
I just said this a few clips ago. The problem isn't not how to turn it off. The problem is, why is it even on here?
This economy is making me a criminal, okay? I'm currently researching how to jailbreak a car system. That sounds crazy, right? Listen to this. I bought this car because I wanted push to start. I wanted to be able to start my car when I'm not in my car, okay? Not that complicated. This is already installed. It's installed in the car, yay! I find out I have a free 3-year trial. Meaning after the trial, they want me to pay a $10 a month subscription cost for something already installed in my car. Are you kidding me? It's already installed in my car. You want me to now pay you a subscription on top of the $30,000 car that I bought from you? Make that make sense, Mazda. Are any other car brands doing that? Because what? I remember when I was young, my mom had push to start on her key. Like she could just press a combination of buttons. She had to pay one time to have it installed into the car, and that's it. That's what I thought we were doing.
Many of us loved push to start when it first came out. I still love it. How is she the criminal? How are they charging her a subscription to start her car? Is this not way past another level?
It has begun. An entirely new lane of DIY is opening up, showing people how to disconnect their cars from the internet. Not only do vehicles now legally require in-car surveillance systems, but there have been a lot of stories lately about automakers being sued. In some cases, people even claimed it impacted insurance premiums and leaked images of them in the nude. And apparently the DIY community has officially had enough. This came to my attention when I was scrolling Reddit and spotted a blog post that walks people through removing the modem from a modern Toyota. According to the writer of the very detailed post, modern cars are constantly phoning home, not only with video of you, but also with telemetry data like your location, speed, fuel level, sudden acceleration and deceleration, driver attention, and hundreds of other data points. The blog post then explains how to modify your car so it can no longer connect to the internet and send this data back to the manufacturer. It also says that depending on the car or manufacturer, this connectivity equipment might be too integrated to remove and maintain a functioning car. And this part's kind of wild. The post even alleges that after you remove the hardware, you still probably shouldn't use Bluetooth because the vehicle could use your phone as an internet bridge and continue transmitting data back to the manufacturer.
Cars legally requiring in-car surveillance systems? Who voted for this? This is becoming more like China every day. This is just not even normal anymore.
GM just made a new key, and now it fits in your wallet.
So this is the key card. This is for 2026 models. I've seen it on the Acadias, the Yukons. I haven't seen it on the trucks yet, but I'm going to demonstrate what this little key card does and why it's really nice. So the vehicle is currently locked. All I have to do is take this key card horizontally, tap it on the door handle. You'll hear it, and sometimes it'll make a noise, and now it's unlocked. I now have 2 minutes to put the key card in the cup holder, and I can start the vehicle. Now you have to do it within that 2 minutes. If you unlock the vehicle and 2 minutes goes away before you put it in there, you will not be able to start it. And to show you that it works, I can fully put it into reverse and my lights all come on, but it does say key missing, check for key. So it will not work as a fully individual key. You do need to have a normal key on you.
You must have your key fob and that card to start your car. You have to have 2 products just to be able to take off. Who is asking for these things? This is stupid beyond belief.
So there's a new car feature that's kind of been hitting like the luxury car market. And it is possibly the most moronic use of technology that I've ever seen. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's in this Lincoln Navigator that I'm driving this week. It's also in a lot of other luxury cars. But I need your opinion on this. This is crazy, right? It's obviously a beautiful interior. But then you come down to the vents, okay? Very sleek looking. There's no toggle to change the airflow. Okay, if you want to change the airflow, you have to go over here, you have to hit this button, and then you have to find your vent to move it. All that work to stop the air from blowing in my face. And don't forget, you're paying for that.
A lot of us waited for our technological future. Now it's here. Not the future, it's the present now. This is something you're going to have to do before you're on the road, before your car is driving. You better set all these features before you start going.
This fancy screen right here is $3,000. The reason this lady wants to replace it is because her kid scratched it all up right here. This is how the whole screen comes out. It's basically like a mini TV. Like I said, it's about $3,000 just for this screen alone. And on top of that, we have to also program it. You can't just swap it over. Here we are trying to program this thing for a cluster replacement. And basically what this does is move the odometer settings onto the new screen.
He babbled on for quite a while about what he had to do, but I'm stuck on the $3,000. How much would you pay to replace something in your car that you did not need?
Check this out on my brand new car.
Upper control panel is already falling down.
This is a 2026 car. Really bought it brand new off the lot 2 weeks ago.
Panels are already falling apart.
I wasn't going to say the name to be respectful, but they're not answering my calls, so shout out Coughlin Key of Pataskala for not helping me and selling me a piece of junk.
This is the quality we're getting for the prices we have to pay. This is just something I understand about the warranty. If this is not covered under the warranty, maybe I'm being over dramatic here. Then what is?
If you bought a new car these days, I'm telling you it's insane. The manufacturers are recommending 7,500 to 10,000 miles on an oil change. Why are they doing it? Because they don't care if that vehicle lasts you 300,000 miles. You could do an oil change every 7,500 to 10,000 miles all you want, but don't expect your car to be in great shape down the road. I see so many people take a vehicle that's paid off because they don't maintain it well, and once it's paid off, then they start having repairs, and then they're like, oh, I don't want this, so they go buy another vehicle, and they just cost themselves so much money.
So I can't trust the people who change my oil. I can't trust the car dealership. I can't trust the automaker. How scummy is this getting?
Toyota is now charging monthly for stuff that used to come with the car, like navigation, remote start, voice assist, all the connected services. You get a free trial, then boom, $15 to $25 a month if you still want your Dash Jack Smart. Skip it, and your $60K SUV suddenly forgets how to find Texas Roadhouse. It's basically leasing your own car's brain.
Completely new Porsche interior with the new Cayenne here with a so-called flow screen, a curved screen. You can see it right here when I scroll around in the map here, for example. It's also visible when I, for example, go to a Spotify playlist. Then you can check it out here, how it flows from the bottom to the top. Very interesting. Tell me in the comments what you think about this solution.
He's saying what we think about the solution. What problem did this solve? I'm starting to side on the side of the insurance companies, because if you think that your car is where you go for your entertainment and you crash, then you do deserve what you get.
$3,500. That's how much I just spent on tires for my car. $3,500. Are you kidding me? I found out a few months ago I needed new tires because I had like no tread left on my tires, and I was like, I just got this car in November. How do I need new tires? It's like, well, it's like a really heavy car. A really heavy car that needs tires every 6 months? Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. She's responsible for doing some research before she buys a car. I do remember when tires were $79. Tells you how old I am. And batteries were what? $55, $75? Now it's unaffordable just to own a car.
What in the actual Ford? I sell these things for a living. And this is a 2025 F-150. It's an XL two-wheel drive, like work truck, like basic work truck. It doesn't get any more basic than this one. Look at this. $39,300. $345. How the f am I supposed to sell these things, Ford? 40 grand for a base model two-wheel drive truck? Like, you're making it hard on me.
And with taxes and fees, you darn well know it's going to be around $45,000 out the door. Yeah, 10 years ago, that amount would have been ridiculous. Prices do change, but our salaries don't change that much, inflation or not.
The mileage blocker epidemic has gotten so out of hand that people are now rolling back not just supercars, but your everyday sedan. This G80 M3 just got busted in a wholesale car group on Facebook for having only 98 miles. The seller was trying to get about 95 grand out of it, and people became very suspicious when the photos were taken in different locations. On top of the fact that many people in the comments were saying that this guy is a known scammer, I think this is a closed case. This case specifically kind of blows my mind because this car is pretty much brand new. How many miles could you have possibly put on it in that time? Even with 5,000 to 10,000 miles, what is it worth? Like $5,000 less? You're willing to risk a felony for 5 grand? I mean, it quote unquote makes sense on cars like a Huracan or an Urus or, you know, an Aventador where they're running out the mileage like 40,000. But the risk here just doesn't seem worth the reward. Like, if you're going to do this, at least put 500 miles. Don't put 98.
No, there's nothing worth the risk of doing any federal crime, regardless. But I do understand where he's coming from. But you have to watch out for yourself, especially on these marketplaces.
You know what? If the industry wants 50-year house loans and 15-year car loans and 5-year cell phone loans, then I think we need a law that says that every manufacturer is responsible for that product working and lasting 100% for the entire length of the finance period. If you finance your house for 50 years, everything in that house has to work for 50 years, appliances included, and that means the builder is responsible for the cost. If it doesn't work, their problem, they have to fix it. They get no recourse, no option out. Cell phones are financed for 5 years. That cell phone has to function at 100% for the whole 5 years. If it doesn't work, if it's a manufacturer defect, if it breaks, they have to replace it. Their cost, no recourse out of it. And then cars. If you have to finance a car for 15 years, then the manufacturer of that car has to replace everything on it for the first 15 years. I'm talking bumper to bumper coverage. Everything in that some gun has to be covered. Because if we're financing things for 15 years, they should have to work for the entire length of the finance period.
I agree with him on some of these. Companies are not good. I don't know personally one good company throughout the U.S. They're nice when you come in to spend your money, but when you want to get something fixed, they're totally different.
It's funny to me, as cars get newer and the technology gets newer, I think they're actually going to get worse. This Mach-E does not have a door handle. This is a door handle, right? You pull in it, the door opens. This has a push button. Door opens. I have one problem with that. It snowed a little bit last night, probably 1 or 2 inches. So my avalanche is here outside, right? So the Mach-E would have a push button somewhere around here. You're going to have to find the push button, right? Instead of just pulling the door open, right? Wow, that actually worked. The push button would be somewhere around there.
This is what we're doing now. No door handles. Well, someone's buying these cars. Let's say you want something additional to everything we saw today. Put in the comments, honestly, what you want that you haven't seen on a car, because somebody's going to buy it. If there's other videos you guys want, let me know. Subscribe and comment below. I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Don't wait to live your life.